Some groups don't get along, and they're always fighting with each other. But right here, we're not talking about people. People always have problems with each other, but they've only done this for a few thousand years. But there's another group that has been battling it for millions of years. This is World War Ant. We are very new onto this planet. Do you see this little ant? It has been here way longer than us, so it deserves its spot on the planet. Ants have been around for around 160 million years, and they're living peacefully. Actually no, with a bunch of wars. Right now, there's around 16,000 different types of ants, and their population is 1,250,000 times the human population. So for every one human, there's 1,250,000 ants. If you weigh every animal on the planet, 20% of that goes to ants. You have to know that ants have societies and they live with each other. One ant has no power, can't do anything, but when you add them to the hundreds of thousands or millions, they can do something. If you've seen our video about emergence on Untin Inc., you have to know that how powerful a group of things can get. When they live in a society, they basically have their own responsibility, and each of them does their job correctly. But this is one society of ant we're talking about. A little bit that way, there's another society that lives there. And just like the other one, they're running an organized society. And that is why they're always looking to expand. Either way, any society these ants live in, wars are a normal thing. You have to know that a colony of ants that has over 1 million ants, in a day, they could hunt down 500,000 insects and bring their dead bodies to the colony so they can store it for food later. Ants don't only kill smaller insects, they kill giant insects, even roaches that are way bigger than them. They also kill very small insects like termites. It's good to know that they also attack wasp nests, wasps that are way bigger than them. It's not like the wasps are not capable of fighting them, but they can't fight the huge group of them. They might be able to kill like 100 of them, but whenever 100 pulls up, 1,000 more come behind it. And that basically causes the nest to be completely destroyed. These ants are very brave about what they do. And when they're doing their job, they're not afraid of dying at all. When ants are working outside their colony, any insect they see, they attack. Other ants are a part of this as well, ants that are not part of this colony. You've seen in our video on emergence, when the ants meet each other, they know exactly if this guy is a part of their colony or not. If they're a stranger, they attack right then and there. They also get backup, so they attack with more soldiers. Life has no meaning anymore. They only have to kill each other. It's not always a fair fight either. It could be giant ants fighting with small ants. In this situation, the bigger ant will win, But if they're an even fight, the winner is the one that's farther from the colony, because the one that's closer to the colony has to get back up and has to retreat back inside the colony, and the war goes inside the colony. And the ones that retreat back to the colony are usually the losers. And the war is not over until one side of the ants is completely dead. And they don't take no prisoners or slaves to take back. Most ant colonies have a lookout and are watching out for threats. If they see bigger ants attacking their way, they immediately go back to the colony and say, we have to escape, because if we stay, we're doomed. In this situation, the entire colony starts to leave. There's a type of ant called the leafcutter ant. This society has a few types of ants. The workers are normal ants that do normal work. But the soldiers are giant because they're 100 times the worker's size. The leafcutter ant is not afraid of anything. They might be weaker than other ants, but they're not afraid of anybody. The only ant that has the guts to fight the leafcutter ant is an army ant. They're not any bigger, but they surprise attack. They know when to attack to have a surprise going on for the colony. When the workers see a war going on, they don't just stand still and just watch. They enter the battlefield and start to have a war. If the army ants are able to make the leafcutter ants retreat into their colony, the goal is not to kill every leafcutter. If they reach the storage of where they keep the food, that's all they want. They want to steal that and bounce out of there. And they don't care if they kill every ant or not. The war between ants is everywhere, from your garden to sands or the beach, in the tree, on the leaves, even in the cracks of the sidewalk. And there's nobody that comes in between them to have a peace conference. They should somehow unite like humans and be friends with each other. Although humans are very bad at this as well, so we shouldn't be talking about that.